Hello, Pick Three at a Glance family and first-time viewers. Welcome. This is my Pick Three at a Glance strategy and predictions for December the 8th. All right, and what we have here is our numbers that are left for the end of the year, for the end of December. All right, and what I did, we take 22 numbers, do the 1-1 rundown on them. And with those 22 numbers, we have all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. And also what we do with the Pick Three at a Glance, we track the front pair, back pair, single pair, and we track the single numbers all at a glance. And that way we always know why we're playing our numbers. And we have 22 columns that we can always check and see where the numbers are falling and coming from, which keeps everything simple and easy to use, okay? And so at the middle of the year, around June, July, I track all the numbers down, and by working with the law average with this system, you know what numbers are left and what numbers are to your advantage, mostly to play, working by the law of average. So this is what we have here. And with Pick Three at a Glance, my strategy is, if you don't know why you're playing a number, don't play the numbers. And the only way you're going to know why you're playing a number is that you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. And that's the advantage of this system. You're always tracking all 1,000 numbers, and you know what's going on with them at all times. Okay, you can't, with the other systems, with the tic-tac-toe, the date sums, the grids, and the flips, you only can get a partial of the picture. It's not showing you all the numbers, and you're trying to hit the numbers the next day. The system's not built like that. It's not built for you to win, it's built for you to lose. And there's no system out there that's going to show you exactly what number to hit the next day, because you got 1,000 numbers, you got 365 days in a year, and all you're going to get is 365 chances of hitting those numbers. And you're going to have 635 numbers still left that you're not going to touch. So the best way to do is to track the numbers and see how they're falling and use the law average to your advantage. And this system, and Pick Three is the only one that you can do that on. You can't do that on Pick Four or anything above Pick Three. That's why I specialize in Pick Three, and the system works for all states with 1,000 numbers, anywhere in the world and on the globe. If you got 1,000 numbers with the Pick Three, you can track it. You got 10,000 with Pick Four and everything else above. It's all luck and it's all chance. But you can strategize with Pick Three. And that's where I place all my energy and my time and now my teaching, okay? So here's the numbers that, and it helps you to play responsibly, because you're not trying to guess all those different numbers and trying to hit them and don't have an idea what those numbers are doing. Okay, so here we go. These are my everyday carry numbers here. 160, 076, and 574. Now, they haven't failed Missouri Evening Draw for 15 years. And how did I find that out? With my system that I use to track every month and every year, I realized that 160, 076, 574 didn't fall out in 2021 at all in the six-way combinations that they can come. And also, when I was tracking the six-way combinations that they could come, I realized that 160, 076, and 574 hadn't failed for 15 years. So quite naturally, I gathered these numbers up and made them my daily carry and put them on my bucket list. And now, everything in red here has hit, but it didn't hit as 160, 076, and 574. And I did pretty well on those numbers. Even though they didn't come straight like this, I by tracking, I knew how to rotate these numbers where it was advantageous for me to win with them. So with this 160, 076, and 574 not coming yet, I'm still carrying them straight like this. These are my big money payday numbers. You can say that. More monetary running to the bank. And I ain't going to tell you what bank, okay? All right. But anyway, when you see these numbers, you know more monetary is all right. All right. But I do hit all the way through the year. I don't just, by tracking the numbers, building bucket lists, like here, these numbers haven't hit yet. The ones in red have. And I've hit these numbers along with waiting on, and hitting these numbers along with waiting on these to come straight. Okay? And I've hit some of these straight also. All right? So that's the advantage of tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, because you know right here, I know what numbers are best left to play. All right? And that's for Missouri evening draw. I could do the same thing for midday, but I don't, because I'm teaching everybody how to use the system. And I have used it for midday. But right now I'm teaching everybody how to use the system. Okay? And you can use that in any state. And remember, all states' numbers are going to rotate different. You have to track all those state numbers because the DNA are different. No state number is going to roll to your state unless you know what number that is and why you playing it. Just because whatever number plays in California is not going to travel to your state unless it's 1,000 numbers, so they're going to cross paths. But unless you didn't track in your state and know what's going on with those numbers, you're just playing in the dark. Okay, but when I play a number, I know exactly why I'm playing a number and how that number might fall and how it might hit. Okay, now, I'm going to say this here. The numbers that have not played yet is highly likely for those to come out first. The ones in the red, they could repeat though, all right? And they have 148 repeated and 678 just repeated this month, okay? And these numbers do repeat. So that's why I'm leaving them on here to be played. And now here is the mirrors. These numbers here, this 456, this 901, this 233, 788, this 225, and 770. And they mirror. They're opposite numbers of each other. And they have not failed this year. And by the law of average, one of those numbers will come out, hopefully, mostly this month. Whatever numbers that don't come out, I take them over to the next month. Instead of starting all over with new numbers trying to hit, I always know what numbers I can start off with to playing. And these numbers, all 1,000 numbers, rotating and changing positions, take 3 years for all these numbers to rotate out. So if you starting every year from scratch, you have no idea what numbers you're playing and why you're playing them. And the chances of you hitting are even less likely because you don't know what numbers you're playing, because you don't know what numbers have left the previous year that's marked off. And that's how I play. So these here next year will be my major numbers to play. When I hit here, I automatically know I'm going to pick these numbers up. Or automatically know I'm going to look at the numbers that haven't played yet to pick up for the following year. Triples, I don't really invest a lot of time in triples. The reason why I don't invest a lot of time in triples, they only can come through one way. And on average, each year, only 3 triples on average will fall. And so far on evenings, only triples we had for the whole year is the 3s and the 9s. Now I hit the 3s because with my tracking system, I realized that double 8s and double 3s hadn't failed in about 2 or 3 months, and they mirror each other. So I said, okay, 8s and 3s are the triples that probably I'm going to hit. All right? So that's what I do. All right? Now, here, like I say, you got the mirrors to look at. You got the 234 to look at. You got the 225s and 770. All righty? Now, the flips here. Same thing by tracking them. I mean, not the flips, the front pairs and the back pairs. We got the triple twos. I mean, not triple twos, the double twos, the 25, the 37, the 70, the 86, the 95, and the 28 and 80 front pair. All by tracking. These that came in already. I'm leaving them. All right. Back pair, we got 24, 38, 32, 77, and 88. Here is my update. All right. As I do this, and I see something, then I'm going to update what I see for people to look at playing in a Missouri evening draw again. Like this 224. The reason why I'm looking at that because you got the 2-2. It's only played once this year on the front, and you got the 2-4 back that hasn't played at all. This 2-8, this 2-8 front has not failed, and the 8-8 back has not failed. So my number would be 228. Then here, these here, this is another one I added. This 576, like you see, is hadn't failed since January, and the 5-7 front pair hasn't failed since January this year, and its mirror obviously hasn't failed since January this year. And ironically, both of them failed in January twice, the same month. So I'm looking for these mirrors to show up, or one or the other before the year is out. And if it don't, I'm probably more likely going to definitely carry this 576 because this 5-7 front pair ain't failed since January. So I know you always know where your numbers at with my simple tracking, easy tracking system. Here, these numbers here are from this here. But what I try to do is put them in an order where it's three of them. When it's three numbers like that, except for this 016 I just hit on, I'm leaving it. But when it's three numbers like this that hasn't played by this time of the year, there's a likelihood that one of them will come out. And they got two like numbers, like here, the 90, 9090. They're like numbers. But here is the like numbers 010101. And then here is the 686868. They got two, they got pairs that are like. Here is the 151515. And here is the 59595959. You got three of them. So I'm looking at something come off one of those columns. Play responsibly now. You can play these just 50-cent box and play them till they come. And when something comes, you always can go to your bucket list and see where you're going to pull your numbers from instead of guessing numbers. And this here is the same thing. 889, 880, 788, and 888, because they got double eights. That's all alike. Okay. So it's going to be for December the 8th draw, Missouri evening. And right now I'm playing the 160, the 076, the 574, which is my daily carry. I'm playing this 576, and I'm playing 5-7 front pair. All right. Oh, I didn't add this here. This 116 didn't fall. This 11 didn't fall last month, or this 66 didn't fall last month. And they mirror each other. And usually when I find double numbers that mirror each other, normally the following month, either the double sixes or the double ones going to play like 110 or 660 or triple ones or 661, like that. That's what I look at. When you hit, you can always strategize where your numbers are going to come from. All right? And believe me, it's a whole lot. This is not complicated, but it's a whole lot simpler than what I'm showing you right here. Once you start tracking your own state numbers and seeing how those state numbers are falling and rotating, this is going to be a piece of cake. Because all you're doing is actually marking off numbers and watching them as they fall with the Pick 3 at a glance system. So if you have any questions, just comment. Put them in the comment section. Call me, email me. That's pretty much how you're going to get me. A lot of things, I'm telling you, YouTube, when you comment, sometimes they don't show up. They won't show up on them comments. The best thing to do is to call me or email me. Because I'm telling you, I've seen comments be on my feed, and all of a sudden I look up, they disappear. And I've heard other people say that too, that YouTube, their comments are being taken down for some reason. And some comments I get, and then I look back, and then it's back up there. I don't understand what's going on with that. But I guess they got their reasons. I guess they got their hands full too. They might can't have hard enough help to keep up, like everybody else. But that's pretty much, if you comment and I don't respond, don't look at me. Look at what's going on maybe with YouTube. But email me or call me. You know. So that's pretty much it, fam. And first-time viewers, if you like what you see, subscribe, hit the bell, so when I upload something, you can learn this easy. I'm telling you, it's an easy system once you get it down. It ain't gonna, you really enjoy it. And play Pick 3 for fun. I play for fun now. I used to be, I'd be stressed out trying to hit these numbers, but now with my system, I can track the numbers. I can see what the number's doing. I can see how I miss a number. I can see how I can rearrange numbers to make a better chance of me hitting. And it's fun. It's not hardship. And I win. I win a decent amount. So play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.